G'day. Welcome to another episode of Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage. Today, I hope to be playing with a couple of Corgi Junior Whizzwheels Jaguar XJ6 4.2 litres. Martin there, I hope I make some justice to these vehicles, as I know Jaguars are one of your favourite cars. Alright, so let's clear the turntable and we'll have a closer look at them. See you there. So before we get stuck into these cars, I'd like to thank you for viewing this channel. Thank you for being my friend on here. If you've been with me for a while, thank you for coming back and supporting the channel. First time viewer, hope you give it a thumbs up, and I hope you return, because it will keep the algorithm going and more people get to watch it. Just got to remember, if I can do it, so can you. So let's have a look at these things. Hopefully you can read that. Corgi Juniors Whizzwheels, made in Great Britain, it says down here. Up the top there it says a Jaguar XJ6 4.2. Now both of these came out of a box that I had stashed away for over 8 years. Because I've been in Sydney, so I didn't get to see them. Forgot that I had them. And there'll be a few more vehicles that came out of that box they'll be seeing on this channel fairly soon. Anyway, there we go. Rear trunk does open. It still does have its tow hook. The window unit seems to be in good order. Does have wheels on it. And suspension seems to be working quite well. On here, the front bonnet doesn't open, but as we saw just a moment ago, the rear one does. So hopefully we get to keep that one. This used to be sort of a red colour. We might make it a metallic red. Don't know. But this one has seen better days. Roof comes off. So we'll have to fix that. It's also missing an A pillar. I don't know whether that's just dirt or corrosion. But the window unit itself is in fairly good order. Just like the other one, the rear boot does open. We'll be taking the tow bar off this one. And this looks like a metallic or goldy brown colour on this occasion. Has a yellow interior, as does this one. So we've got a few things to do on this one. So let's keep it going. Disassembly is next. I'm going to stop shaking you guys. You're probably getting a bit of vertigo out of it. Anyway, we have one of those vehicles apart. And yeah, interesting combination. Unfortunately, probably through the corrosion or through the moisture, we have lost part of the C pillar on this side. So we've got 2 pillars to try and fix, or we fix one and turn this into a convertible. That's an idea. Anyway, we were able to get the bootlet out. It wasn't that easy. It might come out easier on this one, but in any case, I generally use a burr tool on the end of my rotary tool to take out the mushroomed head of the post, and this only has one. But it's interesting how it's held together. As you can see, there's a dimple there at the front, but it doesn't go all the way through. I'll try and stop you guys from shaking. And this does have a post on the front, and it's not broken off as far as I know. But we'll have a look at this one, because like I say, there's shows there. The way I took the other one apart was I came in with the screwdriver with the toe, just under the tow bar. In this case, I'm using the wheel. There's a little tab there. I use the flat part of the screwdriver, might help. Okay, this one has got a rivet, the other one doesn't. So I'm going to use my burr tool and take this front one off. A little bit hard to see with all the crud that's there. So I'll bring it back when I've got that front one off. Alright, I have ground down the mushroom head on the front of this one. And as before, we just come underneath with the device. We pull it out. It has a single spring up the centre for the suspension. We have a disgusting interior. I really don't want to know what that is. So that can go in the bin. Interior like so. And our window unit. Will just fall out. There we go. As you can see, no post up the top here, but there is room for a post on the screen. Let's get rid of that. That leaves us our casting. Now, it is hinged, and we should be able to wiggle this out, but on this occasion, on this particular car, I might just leave it in place because it's hinged here. Get my pointing device just here, and I rather like to keep this vehicle intact, so that is what I'm going to do, where I can play around with that one and we'll move on. So where is my collector. Here it is. So that needs a wash. That needs a wash. So does that. So does that. So we're going over to our stripping venue, and we have aggressive strippers. So if you want to see that, come with me. I'll see you there. For our bases, to clean them up and the crud, we're going to put it into some CLR or calcium lime and rust remover, which I believe is very similar to what it's called in the US or Canada. It's what's called a vapor rust. So we shall sit them in there, let them soak, while we take these over to the strippers. I'm hoping that the strippers aren't going to be too aggressive on this one and take out the rest of the pillars. That would be a shame. All right, so let's go over to the strippers. See you there. Okay, here we go with our strippers. The air compressor may come on and it may not. So there we go. Well, our strippers did a wonderful job, and if you don't want to see a naked vehicle, you best look away now. You can listen, because here we're showing a naked vehicle. Now, you're probably wondering, what's this one got to do with that? Well, this vehicle, as you can see, has donated something to our other Jaguar. So we'll park that one up the back. Now with the other Jag, as you saw from the beginning, every time when I touched one of the pillars, whether it be the A, B or C pillars, they just disintegrated. So, and one of the ideas was turn it into a convertible. So that's what we've done. We've turned it into a convertible. We cut off the frame for this vehicle, which had a sunroof, so it was easy enough to make that frame. Unfortunately, the other thing that I wanted to do was, but didn't work out, was to try and put that piece onto there, but it would have left a bit of a hole up there, and I didn't particularly want to do a patch up job on that, so we're just leaving it as it is. We've been able to get the mirrors off the vehicle. The screen does fit, the interior fits, and the base fits onto it so far, because each time it is a trial and error. The other thing you'll notice is here, because it's only in primer, is that we've taken out the casting line for the rear door on both sides. We've taken off where our B and C pillars were, and we've been able to try and maintain that line that goes through there. So when you have a look at the casting that it used to be, just put that there, you can see that just here on the C pillar it has a bit of a bulge. That's been taken out. The rear door casting line has been taken out, along with that bottom one. Sorry about that, you're too close. And the same thing on this side. Now on this one you'll see that it's very hard to see that the panel line. So this might be an older casting. Don't know. But in any case, we'll try and get this panel line back in. On this side it's more prominent, but not so much on this side. So we'll work on this one a little bit more. I'll do that behind the scenes. So that's ready to be cleaned down and prime it up. So we still need to do our polishing with our brass bristle brush and our scourer, and we'll bring you back shortly. This is just a reminder as to where I started with. I shouldn't say where I started with, what I started with at the beginning of this episode. And here we are. Now, here we are with our two Corgi Whizzwheels. I'll correct myself. Corgi Junior Whizzwheels Jaguar XJ6 4.2 litre. So, we've done the usual, stripped them and we've repainted them. We've detailed the headlights and taillights. That's our usual. Now, the differences as to what we've done between the two of them is, with the metallic red that's coming around your screen now, is exactly that. We've repainted its metallic red. We've repainted the interior, changed it from yellow to a tan colour. That was the easy part. The black and white one that's coming around now is the one that we turned into a convertible. During the filming, you saw that you saw the frame of a front screen that was taken off a Matchbox car, but the frame was too big. I wasn't happy with it, so I removed it. So I found a cheap Chinese car that I already had taken the wheels from, but I kept the body. So nothing gets wasted in this hobby. And it just happened that the roof from A pillar to the rear pillar, because it was a two-door vehicle, just fit it nicely onto our Jaguar. So we've used the window unit, but fumble fingers being fumble fingers. The window unit is slightly cloudy, but I'm happy, still happy with it, because it's for me to display. I'm not selling them, so it's for me to be happy with them, and that's all that counts. Yeah, so if you're doing it yourself, don't worry about other people saying, oh, you didn't paint this the right colour or that the right colour. You are the one that's got to be happy with it, because you're the one that's done it. You've created this. So this is my creation of turning a four-door into a two-door hardtop. So we'll shave the rear doors on the black and white one. I am waffling on, but in any case, I hope you enjoyed the results as much as I have now, and I hope to catch you next time on Graves in Australia Diecast Salvage. Bye for now.